New tonight, the DUI case of Quincy's police chief is now in the hands of the state attorney's office in Panama City. Last month, Brian Alexander was pulled over while allegedly driving on the wrong side of the road in Chattahoochee. After the DUI arrest, state attorney Jack Campbell said he requested a different state attorney to handle the case because Alexander is a professional friend and colleague. Alexander's next court date is set for September 2nd in Quincy.